Shalom, shalom, family. This your brother Anai Yaakov coming back at you. Okay, it's not just the alphabet camps, but it's also you false churches out there. I'm talking to every single one of y'all. Y'all may feel personal about it. However you feel, it matters not to me. Because the knowledge is getting ready to come out. And so what you may think now won't be what you will think, some time from now. And what you perceive now won't be how you perceive when the truth dawns on you. You see, the truth is no secret thing. Every man knows the truth. And so if the truth be the truth, every single one of you is gonna dawn on you. And there will be nothing you can do to change it. And every single one of you will have to go in the exact same direction and point the same exact way. Listen at this. You churches out there. You see, the proof is in the pudding. You understand what I'm saying? The fruits of your labors, you understand what I'm saying, are now being manifested in the earth. Were Christ to have a congregation right now, modern day, in this day and age, would he have to close his church? Would he look to the congregation and say, oh, because there's coronavirus right now, don't come for your own safety? Yea, but no, when the winds blow, and the seas are tempestuous, Christ turns to the disciples and say, "O ye of little faith." Then he looks up, speaking to the angels, saying, "Peace, be still." And yea, even the winds obey, and the seas roar no more. You understand what I'm saying? So the proof is in the pudding, family. Every single one of y'all out here, you got to close your churches. And because of that, that shows your lack of faith. That shows your inability to turn back the anger of God. And yea, because your faith and your ability is lacking, you must close your churches for the safety of your congregation. Yea, the Most High does nothing in the earth in vain. You hear me? There's absolutely nothing that he does in vain. And so when he moves about the earth, you churches, you pastors, you preachers, you have no confidence. You understand what I'm saying? You have no faith. You have no works in him. You got to close your doors because your faith is not risen. You have not done the inner work that you need to have done within yourself, to make you absolutely sure that it is safe for your congregation to come to you. Yea, for you to continue your Sunday worships and Saturday services, right? And you Muslims, your Friday mosques, all of you are wrong. Muslims, Christians, Hebrew Israelites, Catholics, Hindus, every one of y'all, all y'all out here, open your eyes, you common people, and look at your congregations and services. They cannot help you. That's my point. You see, y'all may feel personal, like, hey, this brother doing videos. No, first of all, I did videos about the churches before I did about Hebrew Israelites. I'm just going down the line. You understand what I'm saying? None of you have risen the people within themselves. None of you have caused the people to know themselves. None of you have done the work. I went from church to church, done observed Hebrew Israelite camp to Hebrew Israelite camp. I done sat back and watched every single one of y'all. And none of y'all know the truth. You claim you do. You take on the guise of having known something in the truth, right? And you give them somewhat of a truth, but yet you cannot tell them the full and whole unadulterated truth. And here I got people commenting on my posts, on my videos, right? Y'all want to call me a liar, yet you know not what you know not. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know what you don't know with regards to how much from where I'm speaking. You understand what I'm saying? The point of view from where I'm speaking. You know not what the Father has given me, yet I'm about to give it all to you all freely, huh? At no cost. Freely. You understand what I'm saying? You could go to my website, you could watch my videos, you could even, if you want to, purchase, because if you want to get it in your hands, because I'm not able to distribute so, broadly like that, but until I put it in such a carnal medium, right, in order to get it in your hands. Or you can go on my website and download it. It matters not. You see, I have no reason for your monetary costs. Yeah, my Father has fed me what I'm giving y'all. And there's more to come. You see, you shall know them by their works, by their fruit. You understand? By the fruit that they bear, the works that they do. And out of these churches, these camps, these congregations of any sort of religion, look at the development of the people that have been congregating with them in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? What has changed in them? How see you different them from another? How see you different one from another? But the fact that they call themselves a different thing. Every single one of them, they just simply take on different names, different terminologies, different point of views, and then call themselves saved. Yet none of you know how to overcome sin, right? Yet none of you know how to teach the people to do so. None of you know how to increase in faith. None of you know how to speak wisdom, right? For the living word of God. None of you know how to teach the language of creation. And a lot of y'all may think it's Hebrew, but it's not. You understand what I'm saying? Hebrew can help you perceive, the language of creation, but it's far more than that. And it takes time to even explain that to you, because it doesn't... It's not a particular language you open up books and speak. No, it's a way that you see and a way that you perceive. It's how to understand the very will and essence from which a person draws their conclusion in deed and in word. You got to be able to see behind all of that. You understand what I'm saying? It's dealing with the language of your soul. Of the souls in every single thing, the will and essence of every single thing, understanding why it chirps such a way or why it moves such a way, and whether it has the capacity to comprehend and reason and draw off of wisdom, right? You see, y'all know not. Y'all can't look at a thing and tell. And I'm going to share that knowledge with y'all. And he who speaks without that knowledge, what you say is dumb and void of understanding and truth and real knowledge. Yea, and if your heart is twisted and not joined with the Father, what you say is evil and full of anger and wicked. Yea, there is zeal within me for the Father. You hear me? And I'm looking at the Father making a mockery and a witness of the falsehood that's in all these churches in the earth. He sent pestilence, right? And would Christ himself, were he to have a congregation in this time, in this age, I don't see him saying, oh, the Father's anger is kindled. Let me stop my church congregation because we're all going to get sick. No. See, Christ loves the Father and the Father loves Christ. You understand what I'm saying? And so Christ will be able to move even in the midst of great terror. You see, Moses didn't say, oh, these plagues are coming. Oh, death is coming. Let me hide my congregation. No, we are with the Lord. Let us follow his instruction and do accordingly. Moses didn't say, oh, I'm going to send pestilence and plagues, and then I'll have to deal with the pestilence and plagues I sent on Egypt as well. No. Christ didn't look at a sickness and say, oh, that sickness is too great, I can't heal it. He didn't look at death and say, oh, death is a mighty foe, how can I defeat it? You understand what I'm saying? He didn't look at the anger of God and say, oh, the anger of God rules over me. No, he said, such is the tool of my Father within his heart. And he knew that the Father would never harm a single hair on his head. Yea, even Satan tried to tempt him, saying, isn't it not written that if you jump or if you fall off a building or out of a tree, that the legions of angels would come just so that you won't even dash your foot up on the stone or your head up on the pavement? You understand what I'm saying? Christ knows of a great knowing. You understand what I'm saying? That the Father would protect every hair on his head. And so all of you churches are closing because you do not know, you do not have faith, you do not understand, nor have you put yourself in a place nor in the right position so as to know of a surety that not a single hair would be harmed on your head if you yet had a congregation, if you yet had a church. And all these churches got to close, which is a testament to your falsehood. You understand what I'm saying? All your camps got to stop because that is a testament to your falsehood, to your lack of work, true work within yourself to know that the Father will not harm you. The Father is doing what he's doing to make a mockery and a testament in all the earth who is false and who is not right. And so all you congregations got to close. You understand what I'm saying? All your congregations got to close because you're full of falsehood. The Father does nothing in vain. Look at the work that he's doing. Look at the example he's making in the earth. See, Christ did not even heal in vain. Christ said, I healed, but yet you understand none of my miracles. You understand what I'm saying? And yet the Father does wonders and you all understand none of his wonders. You understand none of the thing he's trying to do to tell you these are false people. This is a wrong congregation in me. If they were right, then they would be able to stand and not be harmed in my anger. But yet none of these churches can stand. For if they stood, they will all be harmed in his anger very greatly. You understand what I'm saying? If they stand because they have only spirit, yet no truth. Zeal, yet no zeal according to knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? Yea, Father, make a witness of these people. Yea, Father, let them know how false they are within themselves. Yea, Father, make a mockery of them. Yea, Father, show forth your glory in the earth so that the whole world may know, so that the whole world may see. See how they cannot stand in the midst of your anger. See how false they are. See how much they can't do to help you. You understand what I'm saying? They have no power. They have no might in the midst of your anger. They got to stop their congregation. There's no miracle showing forth. All you false prophets who claim you can cure the coronavirus, where are you? You understand what I'm saying? You false pastors, you preachers, you teachers, you TD Jakes and you Creflo Dollars, you rich pulpit preachers, where are you? Oh man, if I'm sick of you, I could only imagine how sick the Father is, because my sickness is, in a sense, kindness compared to the Father's. All you false preachers and you teachers, you've led this people astray for a long time. Now it's time you stop. Now it's time you be showing up. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's time you be exposed for who you truly are, for how false you truly are. And yet I still see you on your TVs right now claiming or causing the people to send forth their money. That shows just how greedy and how money hungry you are. For Christ would never, in a sense, knowing such a crisis is happening, still want to take money out of the people that they're going to eventually need. You understand what I'm saying? You're so money hungry that you still causing these people to say, oh, send a congregation. I done seen a false speaker talking about send $91 and send this and send that. Give your money still. Don't you stop giving. Don't you stop tithing. Because you money hungry. That's why. You want your money. You want to be safe in your keep, while these people are out here hungry and striving and starving. You false preachers, you false teachers, you make me sick to my stomach, and that's a kindness compared to the stomach of God, which you all will be devoured in His anger. You understand what I'm saying? It's time to be exposed and for the truth to come out. And yea, just like I say, out of the little bitty kernel of the grass, you understand what I'm saying? By the blade of grass, out of the mist of simplicity, the Father is getting ready to rise up and make a great shame out of you. Everybody open your eyes. Nothing He is doing is in vain. It's all making a testament. You thought your nations could help you? Look at how they crumble in His presence. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not just talking about churches. I'm talking about you nations too. I done went down a list. You nations, you false churches, you false religions, you false keepers, you false shepherds, you false leaders. All y'all being exposed right now. And I'm making sure the children see it before things get back to normal, if they ever do. Open your eyes, family. Look at the Antichrist and say to him, you are not the right way, because you cannot give life to the people. You understand what I'm saying? For the Antichrist could do many wonders, but he cannot give you life. You understand what I'm saying? And now you all are being shown who the Antichrist is. You understand what I'm saying? This false Babylon, these false nations, these false churches, these false congregations and false camps and false prophets and false teachers, every single one of them are being exposed right now. Oh, I promise you that. They are all being exposed. And I'm making sure I speak the right words to make you see it. I'm joining the work. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Joining the work. The Father is already making you exposed. And now here go the words to follow. They are exposed. You should know them by their fruits, by their works. You understand what I'm saying? By their ability. You see, the Father only approves of the ones who are faithful in Him. You understand what I'm saying? And the approbation of the Father brings the one in whom He approves a long way. You understand what I'm saying? And so the Father, you false prophets, you false teachers and preachers out here, you're exposed. And the Father will devour you in His anger. You understand? And this anger is very greedy and very hungry and waiting on its sacrifice. You understand? And so the wicked are set aside for sacrifice for the anger of God. And that's exactly what you're all going to be. You're exposed. What could you do for the people in the time of their greatest need? Nothing. Let it be known. You people open up your eyes and see. All your churches are false. You hear me? All your churches, your Babylons, your nations, every single one of them, they cannot help you. When y'all realize this, the Great Awakening begins. In fact, it already has with the word. Yea, Father, make a mockery of them. so that they may see themselves. You see, every one of y'all think that these pastors and preachers are having to wait till the day of judgment to look up to the Father and say, haven't I done mighty miracles in you? Haven't I done mighty works in you? No. They're having to do that right now. They're having to say, haven't I been preaching all these years for you? Why must I close my church? Because you lack faith or ability or approval. Because you lack my approval. So you must close your church. Yea, Father, make a mockery of them even now. They thought they were doing your work, but yet they got to halt and stop in your presence. They can't continue to move and do their work when your anger is kindled in the midst. No, they can't stay the storms in the seas. They can't heal the sick. They can't alleviate the poor because they taking all the money for themselves. Expose them, Lord. Y'all coming down. I'm just joining the work. That's it. I'm just joining the work. You say, who is this man? I don't need to tell y'all who I am. But I'll let you know this. For the one who works in the Father, in spirit, and in truth, yea, none can stay him or her. None can stay them. Not at all. Not nations, not 10,000 on the right, nor 10,000 on the left can stay them, for they shall not come nigh them. None whatsoever. In fact, they shall turn and run in great fear and in agony and pale in the face. You understand what I'm saying? At the very appearance and sight of them. Yea, and y'all will learn to start understanding exactly what the Father means. For their speaking will go forth, and judgment from the Father himself will follow. For their speaking is a great sword. And right now, you all are hearing the fact that you are exposed and false, and you need to stop preaching. Right now, every pastor who has to close their doors, you understand, and those who dare to open their doors knowing that they still are not approved of God. You understand what I'm saying? And cause the people to join their congregation and yet get infected, right? Because they dare not to bow down in the presence of the Father when even the Son itself darkens its presence in the midst of the Father. The S-U-N, Son. You understand what I'm saying? Darkens its presence. Understand you, me. You are all exposed. And you thought this thing was going to happen light? No, Christ came light already. He came soft already. Just so that you all can thoroughly be judged. No, a lion is coming for you now. And that's all she wrote. Peace, blessings, and shalom.